Okay, I don't know how long this is going to take, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to test these, there's 10 different materials here. Um, there's suede calfskin, goat, tan pneumatic skin, 27 thousandths is 38 thousandths. The suede calf is 38 thousandths. The goat is 30 thousandths. A tan pneumatic, which is sheepskin, is 27. And then there's the goat pig, which is 32. And then there's the hair sheep, which is 23. And another tan pneumatic, which is 12 thousandths. We also have 60 thousandths silicone sheet, 57 thousandths rubber sheet, 34 thousandths sponge silicone, and 33 thousandths silicone sheet. I have a 50 gram weight here, and I'm going to be using that to apply pressure when I'm testing the leathers, so that you could see what a difference it would make, because over time, with almost all leather, as it's bouncing up and down in the player mechanism, it will compress. And of course, it's not going to compress as much as 50 gram weight, but at least it gives you an idea of how much of a difference it would make when it gets compressed. I'm going to be using 10 inches of applied vacuum. And actually, this test block right here is actually was actually made for testing primary valves. So there's, they just have the little button on top. I thought I had a button laying around here. What do I do with my buttons? There's a button. And this is what that was what I originally made this for, was for testing buttons, to see how well the product would work. But I thought, let me go ahead and just demonstrate the differences in all of these materials. Trying to find out which material is going to be the one that would work best for primary valves. So let me go ahead and turn the vacuum on, and we'll start testing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to, by process of elimination, I'm going to try to come up with the ones that appear to be performing the best. I'm going to zoom in here. So you can see what's going on here. So we'll start out with the 38 thousandths 38 thousandths suede calfskin. Hopefully you can see these bubbles. Maybe if I move that, you can see the bubbles pretty well. And then we'll put the weight on it. Okay. Put that off to the side. With the 30 thousandths goat. By my eye, the suede skin performed better than the goat, so we'll go back to the suede. and certainly looks like the suede performed better than the goat. So we'll put the goat off to the side. Go with the 27 thousandths tandematic. And you see already that the 20 thousandths tandematic performed better than the suede. And you can see that it performs a lot better than the suede. It's a 20 thousandths. So we'll put the calf skin off to the side. And then we'll go with the 32 thousandths pig skin. And that looks about the same as the tandematic. But it looks like the pig is a little better than the tandematic with the weight on it. Let's check the tandematic again. Hard to tell there which one is actually better. Those two are pretty close. We'll try the air sheet. That looks almost a little better than both of those. And I would say that that's certainly better than both of those. Better than the pig. Hard to tell for certain there which one of those is better. Certainly the pig and the hair sheep are better than the tandematic. Almost looks like the hair sheep is a little better than the 27 thousandths tandematic, but under the 12 thousandths tandematic. And that appears quite a bit better than either the hair sheep Well, I'd say that of those three, the 12 thousandths tandematic was better than the pig or the 23 thousandths hair sheep. Yeah, definitely. So the 12 thousandths is better. Better than those. So we'll put those off to the side. Okay. And now we'll go with the 60 thousandths silicone sheet. And that's with no weight at all. I'll try the 57 thousandths rubber, red rubber. And the 60 thousandths silicone sheet is definitely better than the rubber. Go with the 34 thousandths sponge. And the 34 thousandths sponge silicone is definitely better than the 60 thousandths. Yeah, definitely. The 34 thousandths is definitely better than the 60 thousandths. The 34 thousandths sponge is better than the 60 thousandths silicone sheet. Yeah, definitely. Put that off to the side. And then we try the 33 thousandths silicone sheet. Compare that to the 34 thousandths sponge. And 33 thousandths silicone, 34 thousandths sponge. Now let's see what happens when we put some weight on these. And although it's not realistic, it's not going to be weighted like this in the piano. Just out of curiosity, what kind of a difference does it make? That's almost. It's perfectly airtight. Well, I'd say our winner is 33 thousandths silicone sheet. As compared to the 12 thousandths tan pneumatic, even with 50 grams of weight on it. And now I'm pressing it down, it's probably got half a pound of pressure on it. And I'm pressing it down now, there's probably around 5 pounds of pressure, 3 pounds of pressure on it. And I'm still pressing down as hard as I can. Probably 5 pounds of pressure on it. And it still doesn't seal. Whereas the 33 thousandths with no pressure on it whatsoever. Or the 34 thousandths sponge. The 33 thousandths sheet is definitely better than the 34 thousandths sponge. Even when you play with it a little bit. I'm putting a very, very light amount of pressure on it. It's basically laying my finger on it. And even with the slightest amount of pressure on this, almost 100% airtight. I can make it 100% airtight, just pressing it down. So I'd say this is our winner.